Every day she walked past him, every day she waved, and every day he stood still, stoic, unmoving, like a statue. But behind that stern expression, something extraordinary was brewing. A connection so subtle, so human, that it would eventually break the internet. This is the story of a girl, a royal god, and a wave that changed everything. A story that reminds us that even the smallest acts of kindness can ripple across the world in ways we never imagined. London, a city steeped in history, tradition, and grandeur. Every day, thousands of people walk past Buckingham Palace, the iconic residence of the British monarch, and standing guard, in their unmistakable red coats and bearskin hats, are the Royal Guards. To most, they're just part of the scenery, silent, unapproachable, almost robotic. They're trained to remain expressionless, to stand perfectly still, no matter what. But to one little girl, they were more than just guards. They were people. And so, one day she decided to do something simple yet profound. She waved. It started as a small gesture, a simple wave from a child to a guard. No words, no grand fanfare, just a wave. But what made this moment special was its consistency. Day after day, she waved. Rain or shine, summer or winter, she never missed a day. At first, it seemed like a one-sided gesture. The guard, trained to remain emotionless, never responded. He stood tall, his eyes fixed ahead, his face betraying no emotion. But something was happening, something no one could see. A bond was forming, a silent understanding between two strangers. For the girl, the wave was more than just a hello. It was a moment of connection in a world that often feels disconnected. I didn't know his name, she said in an interview. I didn't even know if he noticed me. But waving to him every day made me feel like I was part of something bigger, like I was saying, I see you. You matter. Her words struck a chord with millions. Because isn't that what we all want? To be seen, to be acknowledged, to know that we matter? And what about the guard? What was going through his mind during those 3 years? In a rare interview, he revealed the truth. At first, I didn't think much of it, he said. But over time, her wave became the highlight of my day. It was a moment of humanity in an otherwise rigid routine. I wanted to wave back, but I couldn't. Not while on duty. But I never forgot her. His words were a reminder that even the most stoic among us have hearts that beat with emotion. Then, one ordinary morning, something extraordinary happened. As the girl waved like she always did, the guard did something no one saw coming. He waved back. Just a small, subtle gesture, but it was enough to send shockwaves across the world. Cameras caught the moment, and the video went viral. Millions of people were moved by this simple act of humanity. It wasn't just a wave, it was a reminder that behind every uniform, every role, every expectation, there's a human being with a heart. The video spread like wildfire. News outlets picked it up. Social media exploded with comments. This made me cry, one person wrote. Faith in humanity restored, said another. Sometimes the smallest gestures mean the most. The story resonated with people from all walks of life. It wasn't just about a girl and a guard. It was about the power of kindness, the beauty of persistence, and the courage to break the rules for something meaningful. The girl, now a teenager, became an overnight sensation. She was invited to speak at events, received awards for her kindness, and even met the guard who had waved back. I never expected this to happen, she said. I was just being myself, but I'm glad it inspired so many people. Her humility and sincerity only added to the story's charm. She wasn't seeking fame or recognition, she was simply being kind. And in a world that often feels cold and disconnected, her story was a breath of fresh air. As for the guard, his life changed too. He became a symbol of humanity in a role that demanded stoicism. On his final day of duty, hundreds of people gathered to thank him for his service and for the wave that had touched so many lives. I never thought a simple wave could mean so much, he said, but it taught me that even the smallest acts of kindness can have a big impact. His words were a reminder that we all have the power to make a difference, no matter how small our actions may seem. This story isn't just about a wave, it's about the power of persistence, the beauty of human connection, and the courage to break the rules for something meaningful. It's a reminder that even in a world that often feels cold and disconnected, small acts of kindness can bridge the gap. They can remind us that we're all human, all capable of love, and all deserving of a little recognition. The girl's wave wasn't just a gesture, it was a message that says, I see you, you matter. And isn't that what we all need to hear? The ripple effect of this story was incredible. People around the world started sharing their own stories of kindness. A teacher who stayed late to help a struggling student, a stranger who paid for someone's coffee, a neighbor who checked in on an elderly friend. These small acts of kindness, inspired by a girl and a guard, reminded us all of the power we hold to make a difference. Because kindness isn't just a gesture, it's a movement, and it starts with you. So, what's your wave? What small gesture can you make today to brighten someone's world? It doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. It can be as simple as a smile, a kind word, or a wave. Because you never know, your wave might just change someone's life. Let's take inspiration from this incredible story and spread a little more kindness. Together, we can create a world where everyone feels seen, valued, and loved. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heartwarming stories. And remember, keep waving. Because in a world that can often feel divided, your kindness can be the bridge that brings us all together. Until next time, take care of each other.